And we are off. Here we go. This is going to be a good round. Again, you're watching the first of a best-of-3 series. This is OPG versus NADO. And let's get into the battle.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from your side right now? It looks like OPG might be making a play for B right now. They're splitting up. They've got a contingency going over to C, and it looks like some players are headed over to A as well.
NADO is very split up evenly, I would say. They have a contingent going to A, they have a contingent going to C, and it looks like they're kind of gonna leave B alone.
Now this is very interesting right now. Unlike last round where one of the teams had only one destroyers, both teams have a Grozovoy and a Gearing, so something to be said about that. I guess having that speed in a destroyer, and it looks like someone spotted right now off the bat. Three teams have just popped off: Fratstar and Deprived Pickle, along with Beta Orianus. Looks like your Hindenburg is actually spotted right now.
Yeah, Makloff just took half his HP trying to make that turn. It looked like he was pushed up a little far for the beginning of the game, and he got punished for it. He went broadside, and everybody in this game can shoot. It's not going to be, you're not going to see a lot of misses. RNG, I guess.
So what is the scene over at A for you all right now? Lord of Face is challenging A. He's not quite moving in yet, though his anti-air is popping off right now. I don't know if that was deliberate or not. No, it's a Grozovoy, so yeah, he's probably using his AA to his advantage right there.
We have a Gearing. Flandre Scarlets is going towards A. And a Hindenburg.
I did luck out with the. I have problem pronouncing things as it is, so this is a good thing that. Yeah, it looks like the Gearing is entering right now, so this looks like it's probably going to be the first little battle. I don't know if Grozovoy wants to challenge though, because that Hindenburg and Yamato are right there.
Well, and honestly, it looks like A432 RAR has actually won the air over A right now. It looks like he has two sets of fighters still.
One set
now. But it looks like, oh man, I'm gonna butcher this name. Let's
see. Gearing just took a big hit right there.
Yeah, and is he? I'm guessing the radar.
It has to be, because he's moving and he's getting hit. If he loses that ship right now, oh, and the Hindenburg, McLaugh just took a big hit as well. Wow. It looks right now OPG is really getting to town, and just their accuracy is on point right now.
Yeah, and Flandre Scarlets is in trouble because he's actually spotted by Lord of Face, and he's fighting him, which I think
he's gone. He's gone.
Dead. He is.
And it was a torpedo that got him. So right now OPG is going to take A.
And they already have C. So NATO right now is in big trouble. They have Makloff, the Hindenburg, is at half health, and he's all the way in the back. The Grozovoy, which is Candy Akagi, he's at half health. And Remelia Scarlet's the Montana at C. All these ships at C.
But OPG is going to take A, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold A. It seems like the bulk, or at least a good force of NATO, is headed to A right now. So I wouldn't be surprised as once OPG caps A, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of pulled back, and that Hindenburg and Yamato back there just kind of started headed the other direction. So it'll be interesting to see what the next move is, especially now that there's planes back up in the area. I don't know that Lord of Face is going to want to stick around too long.
Well, Lord, I feel like right now, from NATO's point of view, Lord is in a really good spot, because there isn't a DD to contest him in this, to push him, and they're going to have to try to push him with Hindenburgs, which are, I don't know if that's gonna work the way they want, because Fratstar and Deprived Pickle are both very healthy.
Semieu, or can't even pronounce the CV for NATO, lost all his torpedo bombers going in against Lord of Face.
Yeah, I'm gonna say his name is Sayame Maru.
Yeah, that sounds about as close as we're gonna get.
I'm gonna go. How about we just go with NADO CV? it's kind of, some of these names are really tough to pronounce, and if you pronounce them wrong,
yep,
some
absolutely.
people might get offended, so. But Akitukatika is under heavy pressure.
Yeah, Grozovoy's running.
They're trying to push it. Yeah, I don't. He's under so much pressure right now because he can't turn. He has Fratstar and Deprived Pickle on one side, and he has Beta on the other side. And I don't know what he's gonna do. I think they're gonna lose this Hindenburg. I don't see how he's gonna survive this.
No.
And there's torpedoes coming in. I think OPG did a really good job of controlling that middle island, getting in there.
There he goes.
And really looking at the matchup, right? If we want to go, if we look at the ships, NATO brought one radar with one Moskva, and it's all the way over at sea. OPG brought two radars, and they're split up. There's one at that AB cap, and there's one all the way over at the C cap. So they have a lot more coverage of the caps, and you can see it's really paying dividends here, because now NATO is charging a Yamato in with no air cover. I don't know. I think NATO's in big.
No, I would
trouble.
have to agree right there.
If you look at the score, if this Yamato dies, they could potentially get pointed out before OPG even hits 1,000 points.
And he's going to take a torp hit right now. Not one step back. He's on. Well, he wrapped, so he waited for the torps, but he's getting hit by all sides right now. OPG just really has good position. They've taken the Moskva has taken up behind that island right there, giving him that that shot on both C and A right now. And this Yamato, he's going to get hammered by all directions. He's not going to last that long. And he's just pushing right now. I don't think he has any other option, though.
Well, the thing that's saving him from taking massive amounts of damage right now is the Pickle is actually behind an island. But he's not going to last that long. I mean, he has two Hindenburg shooting at him. Or he has a Hindenburg and a Groznovoy shooting at him, a Moskva shooting. He's
actually, if he gets behind this island right here.
But now he has another Hindenburg. Derek Slide is in the back coming over from C. I just don't see. I mean, not one step back. He's in trouble, and he can't do any significant damage.
He's on fire still, and he's just losing hit point after hit point. I don't think. Yeah. There he goes. He's done. Wow. This is all but wrapped up, and OPG has not even lost a ship yet.
Well, and the thing you look at, right, is they don't really have a ship even in
maybe the Yamato and possibly the Moskva, but that's a Yamato. That's still a healthy amount of hit points right there. And one of the things you look at right here that I just realized, oh, okay, so they do have a Yamato, is just lower down on the side. Dual Yamatos versus a Montana and Yamato as well. That's looks like Candy Akagi's about to go down as well.
Yeah, and you look at the ships, right? You look at the Montana. This really, if you look at how this map is set up, this really isn't a Montana map. This is a map that's designed for battleships that can do damage, good damage from range, and the Yamato is really the good pick. And the Montana against the Yamato, as much as the Montana has been improved, and if you get on the broadside of the Yamato, yes, you could do massive amounts of damage, but in a bow on, straight on, one-on-one type of duel, you're going to lose that fight. And we can see the Montana really hasn't had.
No, is he firing HE now? Did I see that HE coming from him? Okay, that's the Moskva.
No, that's actually from a
couldn't tell. Couldn't tell. I was trying to get sight on Beta Orionis. He's in a little bit of trouble. Maklov's in trouble.
Here. Maklov's going down.
Maklov is down. Really, I don't think OPG has to push much further or harder at this point. They're going to point out here shortly. If well, if they don't take this Hindenburg down, they're going to take this Hindenburg down, and it's going to go even quicker at this point. Just came out of the gates firing. I mean, within the first couple minutes, NATO had taken some very serious hits. So, if you're NATO, where do you go from here? What do you do at this point after this battle? What would you do to tweak things and you know, try and counter the onslaught next round?
Well, you definitely. I don't know. This isn't a game. This wasn't
no, it
a
wasn't.
Game that was
and honestly, I thought this was going to be really, really close. But no, OPG just came out, you know, guns blazing, and they were landing their shots and just taking off massive amounts of hit points from the very beginning. And they didn't even have a larger force at A, though. That's the thing. It all, you know, the Grozovoy countered the gearing, but after that, just, wow. And it's over. There goes the first round. Will go to OPG. Really, there was no question about that. OPG just had control from the very, very beginning and got after it. All right, and it begins. We're going to head off to the action, which is on the far side of the map. It really spawned us away from everything else.
So, looking at NATO on this map, how they are distributing their ships, they have a lot of ships.
So, it is somewhat of the opposite right now for OPG. OPG has spawned, for the most part, right behind B, the entirety of the team. So, it appears, from what I can tell right now, I definitely think they're going to make a play on B. A, B.
Beta
A,
just
B is
got
where
lit.
they're going to go.
Yeah. And NATO, it's interesting. NATO's doing the complete. They're focusing B.
Very,
and C.
very interesting. So,
there's not a single NATO ship going.
nope.
A.
And actually, right now there are only 3 ships from OPG that I can see right now headed towards A. So it looks like there's going to be a pretty good battle here over in B.
Yep. The gearing for NATO has gotten onto the cap.
All right, so it looks like OPG is going to only drop off 1 ship at B. It looks like the Moskva is going to sit back and support Lord of Face, kind of what they did last round, and it looks like the Yamato and the Hindenburg are going to follow the gearing over to C, and then you've got a trio of ships headed to A. So they're going after every single cap right now.
Where is
Lord of
right
Face
now
is right on the other side of B, by that biggest kidney-shaped island towards the bottom. So you see the one where that has the foundered ship. He's just over from that, and I think everybody knows where the gearing is at this point.
I think there might have been a little bit of either radar or plane spotting or something, because Flandre Scarlet just got shot at. So,
and Lord of Face is just in a position where if he needs to get out of there, he can. But again, I don't think he's too concerned about the enemy aircraft in the Grozovoy. I think his anti-aircraft, he's probably confident in that enough that he's not too worried. I mean, he made short work last round of enemy aircraft. Really, right now, B is the only place that anything is going on. The gearing has pulled away from C, according to my mini-map. Who do you have in C right now? Is it the Grozovoy?
Yes, the Grozovoy is in C. The gearing is
so it looks like
torpedoes right now.
OPG is going to cap A, NATO's going to cap C, and B looks like it's going to be contested for a little while. And I think Lord of Face, he's pulling out right now. I think he's a little worried that that the gearing is going to get torps off. But did the gearing, has he fired any torps yet?
No, I honestly don't think he knows.
Okay, so he has no clue he's there. So and it almost looks like he's going to yield B right now.
I only think he knew that he was on the cap because the cap wasn't started. You know, it stopped. But he didn't have a. I don't think he had an idea.
Let's
of
go
where
over
he
to.
actually was.
I'm gonna move over to C real quick because it looks like this is where the action's really starting to head up. I'm gonna place the cam kind of in between C and B right now. OPG is gonna cap A uncontested, but C and B's shaping up to be where the fight's gonna be. We've got this Moskva right here firing back and forth, trading shots with. Well, he's going after the Yamato way back there.
Man, there's torpedoes inbound right now aimed at Remelia Scarlets and Springtime.
Yeah, they died.
But
they died.
Looks like
yep,
they ran out. Yeah, and Candy Akagi is going back onto the cap.
Beta Orianis has, like last round, he's doing exactly what he did last round. He's found a nice place to post up where he can react to both sides of the map. And they're just trading shots from afar right now. No one has done really any significant damage at this point. From what I can tell, it looks like hit points are basically the same between everyone else.
Yeah, from looking at it a little bit, looks like Kwangdu's taking a little bit of damage. Derek Slide's taking some damage. On NADO's side, Springtime, Flandre Scarlets, Sakuyas, they've taken a little bit of damage. But, I mean, it's nothing to be... It's not like they're going to get sunk. But right now, it looks like A4 dropped on Flandre Scarlets.
So, Gearing, the Grey Baron has just fired torps. So there are torps headed through C, cutting their path upwards. I don't know if there's any ships out there right now, though. I really think he might just be slinging torps when they become available, just to try and dissuade NATO from trying to cap. Of course, they are headed towards the Yamato, so I don't know if they're going to hit, though.
Yeah, let's see. They have not been spotted yet.
No, and I don't know that they have the range, though. It depends on what torps he's using. They look like they're in a good line, though.
Oh, they got spotted. They've been spotted by Candy Akagi. At least some of them
That one might peg him on the nose, right? Yep, it's going to peg him on the nose. Look at that.
Yeah. Which will cause flood, which he will repair instantly, of course. And it looks like NATO has given away B.
That has just occurred while we were paying attention to those torps heading out. So
I kind of feel, you know how we talked about in the first match between Mutiny and APOC, where we kind of felt like a team took all of their forces to one side of the map? I kind of feel this.
The exact same thing is happening because look at these two players over here. How Sneaky Pete headed off there, and they created the diversion the first round. You've got these dual Hindenburgs that are going to wind up flanking them, and I'm wondering if NATO is going to do the exact same thing that APOC did, or not APOC, but Mutiny, and turn around to counter and just fall apart.
Yeah, I feel looking at this map from where I'm sitting, like I'm sitting a little bit farther back, just kind of watching these Hindenburgs, but I feel like NATO's in trouble. I think they've given up again too much of the map, and they have too many ships in one cap. And if they can't capitalize on getting some of these enemy ships down quickly, I don't see how they get back, because those Hindenburgs that are coming around, Frat Star and I think is it Cody? They have a lot of room to maneuver out there. They have a lot of, there's NATO's
where they need to be
away from the caps.
They got to secure B.
Yeah, and if you kind of look at the way, like I kind of look at the map, and the way I look at it right now, Kwangdu, I think it's Kwangdu. Making sure, no, it's not Kwangdu. It is Deprived Pickle, Frat Star, Cody, and Lord of Face are all kind of around B, and they've all kind of made kind of like a crescent shape around that cap, right, to try to prevent NATO from getting in there. And the group that's by C, Kwangdu and those guys, they're kind of just moving away, kiting away, and they're kind of just forcing NATO to do what they want them to do.
It's almost like they're slow rolling it. They're in a position now where they're playing defensively because they can. And this Yamato here looks like not one step back, might be in trouble here. He's getting focused from both sides of the map right now. He's taking some significant damage.
Yeah, and here's another thing, right? The Montana, it really hasn't done much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It really. What is it shooting? It's shooting. I think it's shooting HE out of Moskva. Bow on. You know, again, I'm questioning the take of.
And look at
Montana
this. The Hindenburg has completely gotten behind the Moskva now. Cody is shooting this Moskva from behind.
Yeah, but Cody's in a kind of a rough spot because he has a Moskva shooting at him and a Hindenburg. And Fratstar actually has
he peeled back
down towards
and
yeah, and I think in this situation where Cody is, this isn't a good situation for him because these two ships, especially if the carrier can do anything, he's kind of in trouble because I don't think he can go dark either. You know, the carrier's going to keep him lit.
You know, he might want to go dark.
I don't know if he can though. The CV has done a pretty good job of keeping lit, and he's on fire.
Yeah, now he's getting fired at by both the Moskva and the Hindenburg. No, you're right. He is not in a good position right now. Of course, if he can catch this Moskva on fire again, it's going to burn out. Well, actually, no. I take that back. I think the Moskva just let those fires burn. Interesting thing here, Flandre Scarlets is in a little bit of trouble. He's found him...
Cody's dead.
Nope.
There's no way he lives.
It looks like Flandre might be in some significant trouble right here. Yeah, he's not in a good space, and he doesn't have a lot of health left. Of course, he just went dark on our screen. Nope, he's back. He popped back in. Yep, he has been spotted again.
And it looks like A4 is definitely suiciding his planes to try to keep him spotted.
Very good move.
Which is a good move. But I don't think he's gonna die.
No, I think he might have escaped.
But I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna go with Sakuya's is in a pretty awful spot.
Yeah, I have to agree. And if he doesn't move, he's got torps inbound right now too. If he creeps any further forward, yeah, he's gonna eat a torp right here. He is gonna eat a torp. Nope, it's gonna pass just in front of his bow. Look at that! Wow, doesn't get much closer than that.
But see, let's look at the map real quick here. We have Macloft, Remilia Scarlet, Springtime. They are all chasing Kwangdu. Like they are all chasing. And this is a good plan by OPG. Derek Slide and Kwangdu are using their detection, firing intermittently, and keeping these guys distracted. And they can't turn, they can't turn back to B because they'll show their broadside to these guys. So they're doing a good job. They have control of B. NATO's really got to have to decide. They're going to have to let their ships go dark, those ships over there, and they're going to have to force the issue, I think, of B, especially with OPG down at Hindenburg. I think you got to start using your HP because if you just sit here and trade back and forth,
and Candy just pushed into B right now, so it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a CV battle coming up here any second now. Grozavoy versus Grozavoy, both about equal health right now. It's going to come down to who gets spotted first, I guess. But you're right over here. The top of the map, Kwangdu and Derek and the Gray Baron have really done a good job of leading these ships away from where they need to be going. I mean, this Montana and this Moskva, they really need to be heading towards B right now to take that, and they could use this island right here to protect themselves from anything that Kwangdu and them could do. But instead, just what has happened with Mutiny a while back, they're pretty much on a wild goose chase right now. I mean, look how far away Macloft is right now. Macloft is on the far edges. He's on the far edges of the map right now. He's not.
Yeah, and he's not really impacting the game, right? He's shooting at stuff, but it's not. He's not shooting at targets that are keeping them from advancing the game. They're all shooting at Kwangdu. That's great and all, but he's an Yamato. He's gonna live for a while, and even if they take him down, he's not really in a position to make a big impact on the game, right? Like he's doing his job. Though,
meanwhile, look at Deprived Pickle has maneuvered himself into a good position right here. He's caught the Montana broadside.
Yeah, and him and Beta are in really good spots. And what is Remilio Scarlet supposed to do? He can't angle everywhere. And, I don't know. I mean, Kwangdu might go down here because he is turning back in, but Macloft has really gotten overextended. I mean,
this Montana is not a good spot whatsoever.
Macloft trolled the old Yamato though with Hindi.
You gotta love it though. There goes Kwangdu. It'll buy him a little time. It'll buy him a little time. That's gonna buy him some time. You know, you can't count NATO out right now though. This is where we got Torps inbound to the smoke right now. That's right where the where Candy was, the Grozavoy. Okay.
Candy looks to be okay. Let's look here real quick again. Yeah, Candy's actually gonna be okay. It looks like. Yeah.
So what does OPG do right now then? Because it looks like things. Well, OPG's in a good spot, I think. It's really on NATO right now. NATO has to push into B if they want a chance at this.
Well, OPG still has B, right? Like that's the big part of the game. And Macloft just died, so now they have the lead back, and they have the cap. So I with those ships getting so far out of position chasing, I really feel like NATO gave them B and then gave them control of the map. You know, it kind of seems, unless they can get some good deletions here. I mean, Frat's going broadside, but it doesn't look like, oh, Not One Step Back did fire, but
Not One Step Back might be in a little bit of trouble here anyways. He's going to have a lot of people firing at him.
Not enough. I mean, Frat's being focused down, but I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to kill him.
No, I would say that NATO right now has they've got a. I don't know what they can do at this point.
Well,
wow, Fratstar is in trouble right now. Fratstar is in definite trouble. Yeah, Fratstar is gone.
Shooting at him. Yeah, Frats.
That buys a little bit more time. There's only time.
Now NATO is actually in a good position because they can get into the B island while OPG ships are all
stop the bleed a little bit.
He just took.
This is gonna be close. This is gonna be very close because Not One Step Back's hurting right now. They can't afford to lose him right now, especially with this little time left. Time is a huge factor right now.
Yeah, but I think One Step Back, he repped the fire, and I don't really see anything that can like do damage to him
except
right
Deprived Pickle and Beta. They're charging, they're pushing.
Well, Lord of Face just died in B, but I think One Step Back is going to make it around. Remilio Scarlets, I think, is trying to delay this push as best that he can. Man, this is honestly gonna be really close.
So apparently people are hearing you twice. Don't know how that's happening. Oh wow, Remilio Scarlets has gone down. That might be on my side. I'll see if I can fix it after this round. This is still gonna be very close.
Yeah, I don't know. This is actually a really close game because Deprived Pickle is going to try to push into B, but there's still only there's 2 minutes.
Time is a huge issue right now. It's all going to come down to whether or not they can sink Not One Step Back.
I think Pickle's eating a torpedo. He did, but it doesn't look like it flooded.
He is just about to crest this corner right now.
Yeah, and Not One Step Back is waiting for him. We might see a trade.
They both know it's coming.
Here.
Here it comes.
But I think
Pickle did. He's pulling back. Let me move over to him a little more. He's backing up. Wow, that might have sealed the game right there. But then again, Springtime is in trouble right now.
Yep, Springtime's in big trouble, and he's
53 seconds left. Less than 50.
How many points?
I don't think it's enough. This is going to be very close.
This is going to be because Springtime is going to die. I don't think Springtime's going to live.
Yep, Springtime is done, and look at that. OPG has taken the lead right now. 28 seconds left. This is going to be close. This is going to be very, very close. I don't know if they can... Wow. 25, 939 to 931.
I think NADO's going to catch him.
We might not know till after the round. Nope. Oh, no!
Nope.
Wow.
Oh.
By 2 points. OPG takes it by 2 points. What a round. Oh, my gosh. That was absolutely insane right there. Well fought, though. Well fought by NADO. I mean, they came back right there. That was... You know, about mid-round, things were looking really bleak for them, but they came back and they almost had it. That's about as close as it gets.
Yeah, that's two. I mean, what 5 more seconds or whatever? NADO would have caught up and passed them, I think, because they were taking 2 caps, and you know OPG was taking 1, but getting that kill on Springtime is what definitely sealed it. But he was in a really tough position. I don't think he would have, you know, he had a, I don't, it all comes down to, in this situation, a few seconds.
Wow.
And that's,
well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this round. It's over. OPG takes it. NADO has been knocked out. OPG will move on. So will APOC, which you watched earlier if you were with us, but this was just an amazing round right here. Very, very well played by both teams. I mean, you can't ask for something more exciting than this right here. That was great. So.